it is seriously laughable. Nakakatawa ka. Ano namang klaseng kagaguhan yan? Galit kayo dahil ginabit ko ang salita na kagaguhan? I repeat, kagaguhan yan. I am insulted by the way your minds run. Falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. False in one thing, false in all things. Huwag niyo kong padara ng kalukuhan ninyo dahil alam na alam ko yon. Ngayon, kung lahat pala tayo honest, o marami pala tayo sa atin ay honest, why is the Philippines often, or if not all the time, why is the Philippines always ranked as one of the most corrupt countries in the whole world? Yan, sagutin niyo ako niyan. Nagpapakalinis kayo? Aba kung malinis pala ang mga opisyalis natin at malinis pala sa buong bansa, bakit palagi tayong nililista ng Transparency International as one of the most corrupt countries in the world? Magtitinginan tayo? Sino kaya dito? That is a problem with this country. We're all for honest government, and yet the world condemns us as one of the most corrupt countries in the world. That's why it is difficult to win in any international election, in any international campaign, because the Philippines, among others, has a reputation of being a corrupt country. Isip ng iba, kung corrupt ang bayan na yan, walang matinong lalabas dyan. Walang matinong ibubunga yan. Bigyan nyo ako ng sapang buhay. Panginoon, bigyan mo ako ng sapang buhay at imbestigahin ko lahat. Isa-isa. Dito sa Senado at sa House of Representatives. Tignan natin. There has been a lot of black propaganda against me, most recently in the recent months, that I have withdrawn because of my cancer. I have already shown you that I am what I am now. I am what I was today, and what I will be tomorrow. We are not looking for an ordinary leader, or an ordinary manager, or administrator. We are looking for the President of the Philippines. So, I think that the first qualification should be international stature. That would be of great help to Philippine foreign and domestic policy. But more importantly, I repeat, there are 3 qualifications to become president. Academic excellence. Ako, may doctorate ako in juridical science from America. Tsaka valedictorian ako ng lahat ng klase ko. Hindi naman pwede na yung naupo sa likod, yun ang magiging presidente ng Pilipinas. Pangalawa, professional excellence. Binigyan ako ng prestigious Magsaysay Award for Government Service. Quote, for bold and moral leadership in cleaning up a corrupt government agency. Meron ba silang ganon? Third, moral excellence. Maliban dyan sa dalawang excellences na yon, mayroon pang moral excellence, which is the most important. Unfortunately, there is no machine that you can attach to a human being so that you can tell whether that person is honest or not. Maaring bulero lang, maaring magaan ng bibig, maaring kung ano nung sinasabi, basta kung unang dumating sa isipan niya. Kaya, pag-isipan niyo mabuti itong ginagawa natin. Nagpipili tayo ng ating maging leader sa loob ng sunod na 6 na taon. Hindi tayo pwede mamili sa base lang ng kursunada o dahil uso doon sa mga gang ninyo or sa mga tribes ninyo sa eskwela. We are all united in this endeavor to improve and reform the Philippines. Akala ng iba, palaking ganito na lang tayo. Hindi. Lalabanan natin itong korupsyon na naging bunga at sanhi ng ating kahirapan. We can fight corruption. I have shown it in Immigration Commission. I have not allowed my words to overcome my deeds. At for those who think that I should withdraw because I have once been a cancer patient, this is what I say. I am now normal. I can think and I can act, I can pray. Ngayon, gusto niyo akong mag-urong? Sinasabi na nga ninyong nag-urong na si Miriam. Biro mo, ang lakas pati sa radyo. Ang sagot ko sa kanila, I will never quit. I will never stop. I will never withdraw. We all want to change the world. for the better. But the person who prayed should be emulated. He said, God, preserve this country and begin with me. Thank you.
Hi, there will be a lot of people on Monday, but I am personally inviting you to come to meet and greet on Monday, 4 o'clock p.m. at a building inside the UP campus in Diliman. It's called Bahay ng Alumni, and we expect a couple of thousand people there. I certainly hope I will be able to see you and give you a kiss.
Every graduate wants to know what is the secret key to open the door to a life of success, which we equate with material comfort, fame, and influence. But there is no such secret. I wish I could tell you that I had one, but I did not. Napuyat ako gabi-gabi hanggang sa nasunog ng kilay ko. Nothing matters more to the future of this nation than to ensure that our young women and men learn to believe in themselves and to believe in their dreams. I believe one of our country's priceless assets is the idealism of our young people. My generation has invested all that it has, not only its love, but also its hope and faith in your generation. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but lack of will. Yun ang kulang sa kanila. Do not be disheartened if you do not succeed in life, because becoming successful takes time. Do not aspire to be an overnight success. There is no such thing. Also, do not equate success with fame and money. Akala niyo kasi, ang pagtatagumpay ay kilala ka ng lahat at maraming kang pera. Hindi naman ganoon lang ang success. Being successful means being a person of value to others. Matagumpay ka kung may kahugan ka para sa mga kakilala mo, pati pamilya mo. It means reaching those goals you have set for yourself. It also means sustaining excellence in the things you do. Marami ba kayong gustong punta sa abroad? Masarap kumita ng dolyar doon, nagdadaanan ko yun. Pero, iba talaga ang bansa mo. Kaya, kung gusto mo lang talaga magpalawak ng karunungan mo, pwede ka naman magtrabaho abroad ng konting panahon at bumalik dito sa Pilipinas at magsilbing sa sarili mong mga kababayan. Competing for a spot in the global workforce will require higher levels of competence and skill. These skills include itong pag-aralan nyo. Constantly adapting to technology. Pag-abreast ka sa technological change because the law of life is change. University, maging open-minded ka. Practicing integrity. This is a source pa. Practicing integrity. Marami sa mga magnanakaw ngayon, mga undergraduates yan eh. O kaya sa top 10% ng klase nila. Pero nung pag-graduate nila, ginamit nila ang tulong nila para sa pagnakaw ng impact na pera. Dahil akala nila matagumpay sila pag ganyan. Ngayon nakikita na ng ating kabataan na ito palang mga leader na ito so-called ay mga leader ng corruption. And we need a cultural revolution against the culture of corruption. I asked the students of Bulacan State University to lead the campaign against corruption in government. Also, you have to train yourself to demonstrate personal discipline. Kailangan disiplinahin mo ang sarili mo. Dahil it's always faster to get things the easy way, but it's also faster to lose them. Yung pinaghirapan mo, hindi talaga mawawala sa iyo yun. You have to be creative and innovative. Yun ang ngayon ang kailangan ng ating mga bagong graduates. Kailangan mayroong bagong ideya. Kung luma ng sistema ang susunod nyo at hindi mabilis at paglakad ng mga papeles, mag-invento ka ng sistema mo. Huwag mong tagamin lang yan. As future leaders of our nation, you have a
status quo. Palagi mo i-challenge yung pinagtatatan mo. Hindi natatap ka lang natanggap. Para pasenso tayo, challenge the status quo and create a better country for our people. Use your right to vote to change our country. You are now pillars of your community as graduates of this state university. You have immense influence over your family, your friends and neighbors, and tell them to make an intelligent choice. 6 na taon tayo magiging under sa bagong presidente. Kaya kailangan piliin natin yung matatag, yung may prinsipyo na agad. Ngayon, kung mayroong mga presidential debates, ang marinig ko lang ay bibigay ako ng tulay dyan, bibigay ako ng mga kalsada, bibigay libre ang state education. Eh sana, ang malaking pagtatanong ay saan tayo kukuha ng pera? Hindi naman nila tinutukoy yun. So, the presidential debate should focus on where shall we get the money to start up these little graduates and other little graduates. First of electorate, be critical, vocal, and participating in the political process. We are not a nation of helpless people. Akala mo ba wala na tayo magagawang talaga? We are a democratic country, and it is our duty to keep our government in check. Kailangan ang idealismo ng ating mga kabataan. Dahil, pag nandyan ka na, at nilagayway na yung mga 1,000 peso bills sa harap mo, malamang sa tatanggapin mo. Kaya dapat, kung galing ka sa Bulacan State University, sabihin mo, wala pang BSU graduate na naging corrupt. Dahil na sila. You are not powered. Use your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and YouTube accounts to voice your anger and frustration against the politicians who are driven by greed and who are the very source of corruption in government. Do not allow the rich and powerful to be given special privileges. I encourage you to work in government. Huwag kang magsabing napakadumi ang politika, ayaw ko nun. Eh di wala ng tao talaga kung hindi yung mga magdanakaw na papasok sa politika. Change the system from inside its ranks, from within. As a great man said, Lord, change the world and begin with me. Congratulations, Miriam.
Our country takes great pride in the separation of powers, also known as the famous system of checks and balances. Sa parliamentary system, wala sila ng separation of powers because both the legislative and the executive are fused together. Isn't that so? But in a presidential form of government, there is separation of powers into legislative, executive, and judicial. Ano sa tingin ninyo ang dahilan kung bakit mas gusto natin at sa tingin natin ay kailangan ang separation of powers? Why? Why do we have to separate powers? Have you ever heard of the maxim, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely? So now, what is the reason why we want to have 3 branches or departments in government? And then they check and balance each other. Why? Yes? Yes, go ahead and stand up. Go ahead. I'm looking at you. Yes, the young woman in the light-colored blouse. Why? Controlling power or limiting power, in other words, avoiding corruption, because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So, if you make one branch of government hold absolute power, that branch will become absolutely corrupt kasi wala siyang checks and balances. It's not afraid of anybody. That's why we divide our government into 3 so that each one of them can watch each other and they balance each other. Give me an example of the way our system of checks and balances works.
The veto power.
Yes?
The veto power.
The veto power, that is correct. In what way?
The president refuses to sign the bills passed by Congress.
That is right, yes. Congress passes laws, that is its main function, but the president has the power to veto the law. That is the product of Congress. But it does not stop there. The bill can be returned to the Congress, and Congress can override a presidential veto. Kaya sila checks and balances, no? Or even if the president has signed the bill into law, one citizen can bring a case in court, and the Supreme Court has the power to declare that law unconstitutional and therefore invalid. So we have a system of checks and balances so that power will be distributed among the three branches, and in that way we hope our government will be less corrupt. Because the more power you give to one person or one group, the more corruption there will be.